We have no money for the soldiers. Oh.
Where are our soldiers?
The Union is the side of the Civil War that opposed slavery, otherwise known as the North. Confederacy is the side of the Civil War that loved slavery, otherwise known as the South.
Gather around, citizens.
What is something going on over there?
Gather around. Come peaceful. Welcome, citizens of the Union. We are in dire need of volunteers to fight in the army to unite our nations. You must be from 20 to 45 years old. Under no circumstance can you be unhealthy or a female. Are there any volunteers? So be it. If you will not volunteer, you will be drafted. You should know. You should know every breathing man in the South is volunteering to help their cause. Well, in exactly 2 weeks, all men who fit the criteria will have a letter on their doorstep telling them about their duties in the upcoming wars.
Welcome, citizens of the Confederacy. We are in need of volunteers to fight the Union because they are trying to change our way of lives. Please, we need anyone and everyone so that we can win this war. I volunteer.
Screw you guys.
You are hereby notified that you were, on the 9th day of May, 1864, legally drafted in the service of the United States for the period of 6 months, in accordance with the provisions of the Act of Congress for enrolling and calling out the national forces, and for other purposes, approved March 3rd, 1863. You will accordingly report on or before May 26th, 1864, at the place of rendezvous in Missouri, or be deemed a deserter, and be subject to the penalty of prescribed, therefore, by the rules and articles of the war.
Drafting means to select a certain person or group of people to perform a certain task.
So, what's the plan right now?
I don't know for certain yet.
Well, what are our supplies looking like?
We just got a new shipment of mini balls yesterday.
That's good. Are those new uniforms treating you guys well?
Yes, sir.
Well, they better be. We paid $135 for them.
What is our budget looking like?
Well, we don't know for certain yet, but we do know that the Union has been spending about $1.5 million per day on supplies.
This is getting boring. God, I need to talk to you about something. We're almost out of food for the soldiers, and we're running out of mini balls. What are we gonna do?
Well, don't we have a group of reinforcements coming in soon?
Soon isn't enough. We need dates.
Well, I don't have any communication with them right now.
How much money do we have left in our budget?
A little less than $2,000.
Well, we need over like 60 muskets. After that last encounter, all of them got clogged up with the mud.
Yeah, nowadays, what does a musket go for? $20 a piece?
19.
Do you also know how much food will cost?
$1.50 a month.
Oh, shut up.
Reinforcement means to strengthen an army.
Soldiers, we've been spotted by the enemy. Prepare to fire at any moment.
What are you doing?
I shot him.
Soldiers, be prepared. The Civil War started April 12, 1861. You can see that the Union outnumbers the Confederacy by large. By the end of the war on April 9, 1865, there were 620,000 casualties. Between the two sides, the North had 596,670 and the South had 490,309 casualties. The two people on horses are General Robert E. Lee on the Confederate side and General Ulysses S. Grant on the Union side.
Do you see anyone?
Do you see anyone?
Oh, over there.
Got medicine?
No, I'm sorry. Your injury isn't that bad. Only soldiers with deadly injuries get medicine.
Ah!
You're still going out to battle after this.
You gotta be kidding.
You can still shoot a gun, can't you?
I guess so.
Okay, you're all set. During the Civil War, the nurses used sedative to numb the soldiers so that they couldn't feel pain, but it was only used for deadly injuries. Casualty means a person lost, killed, or injured during a war. The Civil War was a war for freedom because with 3 million slaves held in captivity, they had no hope. It was the small light that led them out of the darkness. At the beginning of the Civil War, many soldiers were drafted and even more volunteered. There were many issues with the cost because both sides almost ran out of money, but that wasn't the only price. The cost of the Civil War was not only monetary, but there was also an emotional cost because over thousands of mothers lost their sons, thousands of wives lost their husbands, and thousands of sisters lost their brothers. All in all, we can say that the Civil War was worth the freedom of innocent people all around the country.